Your critics say this is not about balancing the budget, it's about union busting. And the unions and the Democrats have said they're willing to take the concessions on wage and health benefits. They're willing to take about an 8% pay cut, but they simply don't want you to take away their collective bargaining rights.
Well, Wisconsin has the strongest civil service system in the country. We had it long before collective bargaining rights. The rights that workers have in the state are based not on their contracts, they're based on that law, which again is the strongest in the country. But you can say anything in the midst of the debate. In December, after I was elected, but before I was sworn in, they tried to ram through a bill to push forward and lock in state employee health care, and contracts.
We really do have an anti-union history all over this country, unfortunately, where the GOP are in control. Right to work laws have been a favorite of the GOP, especially. Let's take that trip down memory lane. In total, 27 states have right to work laws in place. Republicans in Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin all passed legislation over the past decade, curbing union rights, sparking massive protests, et cetera, et cetera. We remember those good, bad days. And then the year before, neighboring Wisconsin, under Republican Governor Scott Walker, proposed all but ending collective bargaining for most public workers. It sent off weeks of protests that grew to as large as 100,000 people and led Democratic state senators to leave that state in a failed attempt to stop the bill's passage. I remember when they ran away from that state. And Lena Taylor is one of the senators there. She did just that. She was on that bus, baby, getting out of that state, trying to stop the Republicans from taking away workers' rights. And even in the great state of Ohio, the Ohio GOP couldn't help itself. Here is a time machine headline. Let's put it up from 2011. I'm old enough to remember it. Wisconsin continues to grow, anti-union push. Ohio follows. Now, Ohio, that was no time for us to be following the wrong leader, but we were following the wrong leader. But yours truly, I wasn't about to let that happen. I was all up in that fight. I was in the legislature at that time. I gave an iconic floor speech, if I must say so myself. And so while many Washington representatives disappointed in 2011, state legislatures stepped up as champions for labor rights, the public sector, and economic justice. Turner wasn't the only smart, passionate legislator to take the national stage, but the breadth of her agenda stood out. Y'all better go say that, Nation magazine. As she was standing up for workers' rights, Turner was also taking the lead on an array of economic development, voting rights, and social justice issues. That was written by John Nichols from the Nation magazine. I just gotta let y'all know, beloveds, that I was named the nation's state senator that particular year, baby, because I brought that thunder, if I must say so myself.